Good morning, welcome to Pieces at Pat Paints. I'm Pat. I paint the pieces, and you guys get to watch me paint the pieces. I got one of my new fancy shirts on. I love this one, Surf Arrakis. This may be one of my favorite shirts I've ever owned. There we go. I love this silly thing. So, finally getting out to where all my shirts are, like, not, they're PG-13 appropriate. Is what I'm trying to get that way. Yeah, especially because we do this live thing. I have a lot of shirts that are definitely not PG-13. So, it's good to have some, right? Anyway, I'm not sure what I'm going to paint today. My cat's making a bunch of noise in the other room. Just distracted me. Anyway, I'm still having a little bit of a little hitch in my breathing, but I'm doing a lot better. One of the things about once you get one of these little weird illness things that I have, where you're just it's always kind of a fight. And this is like not to get too far into it, but I have a spasm that happens in my throat, and like it starts to close up my throat and stuff. And if my allergies get too bad or anything like that, it flares up. And it's been hell hard to breathe. So, we're going to work through this, and it's going to be great. No worries. I'm feeling much better today. I'm not like, I don't sound like an accordion. I think I'm trying to fight off some sort of chest congestion too, which that always makes this worse. Like any kind of chest congestion always makes it a little bit worse. It's no fun. But what are you going to do? I was listening to this the other day, and it seemed like the music was like way down low. So we're gonna bring the music up just a touch. Anyway, hope everybody's having a great day. I'm having a pretty decent one. We're still kind of recovering, or trying to. Really, it's just kind of trying to shake this off. I don't know. I had a really bad headache on top of everything yesterday. So today I don't have the headache. And I'm breathing better. So that's good. Sometimes I can't tell if the headaches come from like my allergies. Because, I get sinus headaches all the time. Or lack of oxygen. Sometimes it's hard to tell. And that's when it gets crazy. There we go. So yeah, it's an interesting couple of days. With all that going on. Basically just sitting watch stuff. Watch TV. I just saw they were doing something about the Lockerbie bombing. That'll be an interesting show. Not sure if I'll get around to watching it or not, but I remember the Lockerbie thing, like vaguely. That was one of those first kind of things I kind of remember people talking about. The Lockerbie deal, and then like what was the Challenger explosion, Reagan. I remember when they said the president got shot. It was Reagan. I remember that. Like barely. I don't remember much about it. I just remember that being a thing that happened. One of those way back memories where you're just like, not really sure. You know what we're gonna do? Actually, we're gonna paint this. My son's birthday. Where's the little flag got knocked off? There we go. All the way back here. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. We'll be able to get back there and paint this. It was definitely in a place where it would just barely fit on. We'll paint the back of his head. Worry about the rest of it. Oh, good morning. Yeah, I'm doing. Like I was just talking about that. I'm feeling a little bit better today. I'm at least I don't sound like an accordion. So you know, I was starting to pretty wheezy yesterday, and my headache is gone. I was saying, or just saying, it's hard to tell, like, what the headaches are from. So like sometimes it's allergies, but sometimes it's not breathing, and I'm having trouble breathing. It's super hard to tell. So it was hard to tell yesterday. Let's see. Let's find samurai. Samurai rabbits. Oh yeah, they did a new Usagi, huh? Usagi Jimbo. So that guy's from like, ooh, this one's fun. That's fun with the red. That's not a rabbit, that's a mouse. I mean, maybe it is supposed to be. Looks like a mouse. These are cool. These are fun. I'm just getting some inspiration here real quick. Oh, he's fun. Look at him with the blue. It's a cool bunny. So my son's playing like a sorcerer samurai rabbit. The blue and red looks good. Usagi's the classic, but we want to kind of have something a little different. This one looks nice. I like that. Especially with the little marks on him. Do something similar to that. Okay. So let's look up. Alright, let's do samurai kimonos. It's pretty neat right there. That's pretty good. That's really like that. It's like fans and stuff. Those wildflowers are getting out of control. Ooh, that's neat. The cranes. Kind of like that one rabbit though, man. I don't know. That was neat. Okay. So, first off, I gotta fix these legs. The legs on me busted. Speaking of busted, I dropped that. Busted that. I busted that. Melina we had been working on. I gotta do some repairs to her before I get her over to the client. And it's some sort of, it's like a samurai bunny sorcerer thing. It's for my son. Who's got a B-Day coming up, so we're gonna get this done. For him. I had to strengthen his ankles a little bit. He had these little tiny ankles. And like no matter what you did, they were just kind of like busted. That's kind of the nature of 3D printing in general. But with a little bit of know-how and some tools and some supplies, you can fix that situation pretty good. Okay. Put him in this guy. I love these things, but I think I'm gonna see if we can't find a little bit of. I gotta go to the hardware store today anyway to get some flipping. What's it called? Super glue. So, because I'm running out, and I need some more after I drop that piece. Well, I didn't even drop it. I like nudged it, and it fell over and shattered into a dozen pieces. So anyway, I gotta fix that. And so once I get that fixed, I need more super glue anyway. So to fix that, so I gotta go do that. I'm still just kind of like, I can't believe I did that. It's like, oh my god, no. I gotten all the way through all these statues to this one. Is the finally I got one I popped, and I was like, oh, crap. It's bound to happen eventually, right? I just can't believe it. After all that work, it's like, man, this sucks. Luckily, it's not too bad. I should be able to fix it. Start out with some titanium white here. Even if we go with a different color on the rabbit itself, we can put this white down to kind of lighten all this up. Shadow in the back. I'll have to come back and shadow it out. I'm pretty sure he wanted to do a white rabbit. Are those gloves? That one's wrapped. This one looks like it's on the wall. We'll probably put some paint down for the pads in his hands. finish style on this one. That's realism. I haven't committed to that yet. I get a little overpaint here, but it's alright. I had to do some work on his neck and stuff too to get it all set right. It was wild. There was a bunch to this rabbit. Getting it just set up from the file. It definitely wasn't from the print going wrong. Yeah, okay, so he's just got that much of the mask on. Which would be fun to do him in the more white rabbit color. We can get that to balance against the colors of everything else. Might make it more like a gray rabbit. In which case we'll just draw a quick wash on him and then dry brush it out, and that's it. Like, that's all you gotta do. So it's pretty easy to turn him gray if we decide to go gray. Oh, the bear, yeah. You've worked in restaurants enough to know that, like, that you're gonna start seeing parts of that show and be like, okay, that's not real. It's not like the worst show ever, but it definitely wasn't my I had a hard time getting into it. A couple of my friends really liked it, but it might have been one of those things where it's like, I mean, a lot of doctors don't want to sit around and watch like a movie about, or a TV show about hospitals, because like that's the life they live, and so they don't necessarily want to watch that, which I totally understand, and I think that might be part of it. Like for me, I don't know if there's anything that could make me miss it enough anymore. I'm definitely far enough away from kitchens where I'm like, man, I ain't going back. I'm going back. Like, I don't even know. I try to find things that I missed about it now. Like, I spend time trying to figure out what like, is there something that I miss enough to where I would want to go back if I were healthy? if I had suddenly a magic wand got waved, and I could go back in, if I would do it, and I'm kind of like, I don't think I would. I guess maybe like I miss a little bit of the romantic part of it, the romanticized bit of it. But that doesn't actually exist much anymore. Most of that stuff is gone and buried under a sea of people who want something for free and Karens that just want to complain. It's all just mixed underneath all of this stuff now, and it just doesn't hit the same. I don't know. It's different when you own one, I think, too. There's a huge difference when you own your own restaurant. You put your own menu out. Very different perspective. I don't know how I would feel if I had never gotten to open a restaurant. Yeah, bakery might be fun. Bakeries are a little bit more chiller. Restaurants are just, and it's not even it's the people that go and eat in them, and not all of them, but the ones that make the problems. The problems are so awful that it's like I have no desire to deal with any of that at all. But I heard it's a lot of fun. I heard it's a fun show. I just couldn't get into myself. Miss Kick. Yeah, nice. I still have a lot of equipment, so that's nice. We pull out I have an R2 RoboCoupe, and we pull that thing out all the time. You gotta make a pureed soup, bam, done. Gotta make grape cheese, bam, done. You want to slice a bunch of zucchinis, bam, done. And I still have my Mayfair mandolin. I have a bunch of stuff that's definitely mine forever. I definitely would never give up my mandolin. I might eventually be convinced to someday give up my RoboCoupe. You'll pry my mandolin from my cold dead hands. Oh, I have one of those. Hey, you want to buy one? I have an electric one. It's really nice, actually. I have like a restaurant grade electric one. I have another one too, and it's a little guy. It's I think it's like 1.5 feet by 2 foot or something like that. Maybe not even that big. It's not very big. It's like about 1.25 foot to 1.5 feet. I mean, it's maybe a little foot. Yeah, it's maybe 2 foot by 2 foot by 1.5 feet. And then, you know, depending on how high you want to raise it, got legs and stuff. I'd have to go look for it, see if I can find it. I think it's under the house. Equipment. I use that damn griddle all the time. It's one of my favorite pieces of equipment. That and the air fryer. Oh my gosh, we got an air fryer. Oh, listen, I cannot sing the praise of the air fryer enough. Love that silly thing. Just dropping some base coats in right now. Try to keep base coats pretty clean, but you're always going to come clean a bunch of stuff up later. Especially with these small miniatures, you get a chance to really let washes do a lot of this work. And on a small bit, you got to really up the contrast. So you want your recesses to be almost like unnecessary dark. Like almost too dark for, you know, natural light to be like that. That did not come out right. That's how I know I haven't been breathing right. I get like stuck in these weird sentences where I'm like, I'm not saying this right. I swear it's from lack of oxygen to the brain or something. It also seems like it makes my voice more gravelly when my throat's acting up. I probably should put this red on first. And then white, but I wanted to see white on it. I just wanted to. I don't know why. I think I wanted to make sure I wanted him to be white. Yeah. Tossing down breakfast on the grill. So every Saturday or Sunday morning. Every Sunday morning without fail. Oh my gosh. Wildfire's still going out of control. Doesn't sound like they're going to be able to stop it either. At least not for a while. That's brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Alright, let's get some armor. That's a classic one. I think that's maybe one of the ones that the Shogun wore. Because those Mons are... That's neat. I love that little pattern down there. Well, the snow's going to be here in the middle of the morning, afternoon. somewhere near. It's just got late morning, afternoon, I think. That's a picture of an actual samurai. Okay. Definitely gotta go with the blues. The turquoise or something like that. Maybe a phthalo blue? That might be fun. Yeah. Lighten it up a little bit here. Brush getting a little too frayed. So that tells you these regiment brushes from RV Painter are not the greatest. I haven't had this one very, very long, and it hasn't been abused. Keep it pretty clean. It's already starting to show some signs of wear and tear. Like early. Alright, maybe you start off a little darker. We'll come back, we'll come up. So I was thinking about making it almost like white, and not like down like that. All shaky today. Oh. Let's take a look at the weather, just for fun. Just because I'm goofing off and I'm not really... After I busted that piece today, I've been really kind of... Ugh. Oh, we're back to 70% on Friday again. They had taken that away. In the morning. Okay. Yeah. They're saying like 85% chance tomorrow. Looks like it's coming in. I guess it starts in the... There's some chances in the morning. And then... I guess I could try this off. So going up 6 a.m. Little to nothing. And then it goes up. And then chances off and on all day. And into the next day. It starts to level off. I don't know why they're saying it's 80% chance when it never really gets above 60 at 1. I don't know. Weird. Hedging your bets, I guess. It's definitely cold enough that it'd be there for a day. It might start to melt on Friday if it does show up. Ground's pretty cold, so pretty good chance. So, yeah, there's that. That's good. For all the kiddos out there that want to have snow days, it's gonna be good. It could be good. It could be good news. And good news for you, because I like to get snow too. Although on this particular day, tomorrow, I would hope that it doesn't actually get too bad, because my poor wife doesn't like driving in it. I don't want to have to drive in it. So, some selfishness. Throw that brush on the ground. Yeah, I got this guy. I don't know. I printed off something off my manufactory where I found this model. Just looking for samurai rabbits, and it's a modular piece, so you could have them decked out however you wanted. But I want to put some armor on him and stuff like that. Gives us more stuff to kind of mess with, I suppose. It looks cool on the table. Do all the accents and stuff on that blue. The actual armor itself maintains gray. An excuse to sit home and play Tarkov. Right? Good thing about that paint spray is it almost looks black. Yeah, I figured we'd take a little break, do something different for a second, and then get back on to other projects. I do have another possible studio piece coming through, but I think I'll be working on the side. It's not really a big piece, so I don't know that it would make enough. It really is not enough for a show. And really, it's just like painting up a few parts on something, but kind of like we did with Hamilton way back in the beginning. Yeah, I still haven't played Tarkov. I finally beat the first part of it, Warhammer Inquisitor. and I'm like halfway through Diablo 4. Those are really the only video games I play besides Minecraft with my kids. And, you know, phone games. Play this thing called Infinitoad. It's a great game. It's really hard tower defense kind of game. So, but it's a lot of fun. Whew. It sucks. Like every time it's like I try to keep breathing, but it gets so struggle. Like I feel like I'm sucking through a straw, you know, but it's not at my lips, it's in my throat. It's weird, but it's not like an asthma attack. So like my inhaler isn't gonna help me. So like it's so weird. Getting old's not fun, friends. Enjoy your youth. Enjoy your youth. I guess I can't complain too much. Still had a pretty good day. Huh? Had a lot of fun. Heck, I still have a lot. I mean, if I was gonna get something in my older age, this isn't the worst thing. Yeah, I think we'll put this red down and we'll do a little vermilion over top of it to give it a little bit of an orange. And then we'll put some little designs on there. Maybe not the exact signs we saw, but we'll put something on there. A little strange place where just the angle you had to get to make it look right. There's like a gap from where the torso is and the legs. It's where it should sit and stuff. That's one of the things about some of these modular prints. Sometimes they're really designed for like one pose, and you start trying to add too much to the custom pose. You gotta do a little bit of kit bashing to it. Shoot. build some cool stuff on Minecraft. Right now I have this giant castle I'm working on. My kids all have individual, like, towns on the same file. And they have a good time. It's fun. Like a little family nation or something like that. Damn. I'm getting foggy as heck. Too much talking when I should be breathing. Just check, make sure we got all these. Big colors in and done. I really kind of like using Payne's gray rather than black on a lot of things because black's just so harsh. And things like Payne's gray or an umber, where when it's dark, it looks pretty blackish. It's not like full on black, so you can still kind of add some colors to it. You can, it's not as hard to mess with. Getting black to take on any other color besides black is or something super striking, and then you have to do several rounds of paint to get that to come up. Kind of not the same with Payne's gray. You get a little bit of a lighter start to begin with. Nice. Oh. Okay. Well, I made it 50 minutes. Whew. I'm starting to have trouble breathing again. It does like right now it feels like I'm not only do I feel like I'm trying to breathe through a straw, but it's like it feels like I'm trying to swallow something that's in my throat that's stuck, that it's not ever, it doesn't ever go away. Like you can't ever, it doesn't matter how much water I drink or anything like that, that lump doesn't go away. It's really weird. It's a weird thing. But you know, it's not like not killing me, like I'm not dying from it. It just sometimes just makes it difficult, which sucks. Yeah. But it's alright. At least I've got friends. That helps. Yeah. That's kind of why I do this show too. Kind of gives me, it kind of gives me something else to do. Yeah, besides just sit around and like worry about what I'm doing. What about my breathing or whatever. But it's oh fun. I'll take a look at it. Yeah. So, you know, with any luck, tomorrow will be better, and you know, I'll make a full hour tomorrow, hopefully, you know. So, every day is a different, you know, it's just a little different, whatever. So, you know, I don't let it keep you down. You know, if you're dealing with something like that, where you got something going on, where it makes it just a little bit difficult to kind of keep going. you're gonna have days. You have good days and bad days, but like this in here, just like it's not the end of the world. So like I just gotta keep kind of doing what I can. You just keep doing what you can, you know. And if that's not enough for people, then like don't worry about those people. You don't really need them in your life, honestly. If they're not cool with you, just kind of yeah, absolutely, man. Appreciate you. You just kind of it's just part of getting old. You know, you're gonna have moments where you gotta figure out a new way to live your life, and you just kind of adjust. You know, it's not it's not the it's not like the coolest thing in the world, but it's also not the worst. It's not like I lost a arm or something. Like that's terrible. You lose an arm, that's awful. Like I just sometimes I can't breathe very well, and I get a little loopy, and I'm complaining about it, which is yeah, I try. My point is, I really don't have much to complain about. Um, just kind of, yeah, I kind of just gotta roll with the punches, I guess. So, anyway, hopefully that inspires other people to just keep going at it and just do what you gotta do. You gotta pick yourself up and just keep at it, man. Don't give up. Don't give. Reinvent yourself. That's what I'm doing. So, anyway, you guys are amazing. I appreciate everybody. He comes by and watches these videos. It's it's interesting to see what you know how it's grown over the year that we've been doing it and changed. Because like this time last year we were on like episode 18. It's pretty crazy. So wild to think about all that. But yeah, be back tomorrow. Hopefully breathing better. Hopefully I'm doing a lot better tomorrow. We'll see. Um, um, yeah, hopefully. Yeah. I'm gonna rest up and I gotta go get some super glue and stuff because I gotta glue this other guy together and then or this gal together because I broke her. It was terrible. Like I feel so awful about it. I'm like, oh my god, I'm the one who's got to fix it. But it would be a whole lot easier to just glue these few pieces that got knocked off back on than it would be to try and repaint this entire thing. Reprinting and repainting it would just be like a nightmare. So anyway, we're gonna put it back together. You guys are amazing. I really do appreciate everybody, and I'm gonna sign off, and we're gonna Discord and Amazon stuff in the links. If you wanna send presents and all that stuff, because I put that on there. I think you can even like add things to it that you think I should try or whatever. So we're not like affiliated with anything. We don't have any. Like this channel doesn't actually make me any money. It's not for money. It's for just kind of showcasing what we're doing in the studio. The studio is what makes the money. The YouTube channel is just for fun, really, and to show it all off and have, I guess, kind of like a video journal. So, yeah, that's fine. So, you guys are amazing. Again, I'm gonna talk to you later, and I'm out. Bye. Oh, and be good to each other, please. Everybody, be good to each other. All right, bye.